Regular season champion and number one seeded Indiana State Sycamores are with us. Ryan Conwell, Robbie Avila represent the student body. Josh Schertz is in the middle, and he'll start off with a statement on the game, and then we'll go to questions for all three members of the Sycamores on the dais. Josh, please.
First, obviously, congratulations to Drake. Championship program. Darren's does a great job. He's got great players. They've got a championship pedigree. Been here many, many times, and I thought they, played out outstanding. Really did. They were, terrific on both ends of the floor. And also incredibly proud of our guys. I've told them, other than the outcome, I was really pleased with the mettle they showed, the resilience, the toughness. Down 18 with 10 minutes to play. We were really scuffling. Couldn't seem to find any rhythm. A lot of that was Drake. They felt like, which was, bore out in the stats, weren't really missing. And we just, managed to find a way to dig our heels in. I think took the lead with, obviously at 73-72, then again at 76-74. I think we, there was maybe 2.5 minutes to play or something like that. We had the lead, and they just, DeVries made a remarkably hard shot to tie it. We don't score, and then we had a kind of a breakdown defensively, and so Enright gets the three on a, we just kind of lost vision, and so those things happen, but just too many mistakes for us against a really good team, against a team that good. You got to obviously play exceptionally hard, which we did. And you got to also play with intelligence and discipline. I thought we lacked a little bit of that on both ends of the floor tonight, for whatever reason.
All right, we're going to start there. This will be number two. Then we're going to work up the aisle here for the rest. Go, please.
Coach, you talked about it. You seemed a little animated with the guys a couple times, especially on the defensive end. Drake was hitting shots, but were you not happy with the defensive execution or what you guys were doing defensively, especially in that first half?
Yeah, I thought we were playing hard all game. We were, we just weren't playing with any intelligence. We had so many mental breakdowns, schematically, what are we doing? And, we missed switches we're supposed to make. We, missed coverages. We had, got beat at the point of attack. We had some breakdowns in transition. You're not going to play perfect. That's not possible. But, we always talk about, there's this imaginary line you got to hit, and the higher the competition level, the higher the line. This was a high line tonight, too high to make as many mental mistakes as we did. Like I said, there was nothing from an effort standpoint, nothing from a competitiveness standpoint. It was simply just mental errors. I don't know if it was, I don't know. I don't attribute to, being the championship game or whatever, but that wasn't, we'd been a lot more sound this year than we were today. And again, Drake had to make those shots, 11 of 18 from three. I think they shot, 85% from the free throw line, but 11 of 18 from three is pretty hard. And I thought we, with 10 minutes to go, we found a really good rhythm defensively. And, we go from, I think we're down 18 at that point to, taking the lead and having a chance there. And the one, just like apropos down the stretch, the DeVries shot, we did a great job. That's great defense, tip your cap. And the next play, we just have a mental error, and Enright gets a wide open three. And so, it's you can't make that many mistakes against a team that good on that end of the floor. 80 points is plenty to win. We had to be cleaner and much more sound defensively.
Coach, obviously you guys have to wait now a week to find out your NCAA tournament fate. If the selection committee was in the room right now, what would your pitch be to them about why you guys should be in the NCAA tournament?
28 wins, outright regular season champions of the 9th ranked, league in the country. Played every one of our quad one games away from home. Only lost 3 games all year. We were at full strength. Didn't have Robbie for Alabama. Didn't have Kent. Got hurt early against Illinois State and missed Southern Illinois. Think this is the 9th best league in America. We were the outright regular season champions, won 17 games, won 28 games. I think, we've proven this tournament, we're good enough to be in the NCAA tournament. And I know, everybody, it's to me, and I know things are getting skewed towards, basically just kind of like, the Power Fives and the, the Autonomous Six or whatever, but that's, that's the romanticism of the tournament, right? Has been, the mid majors and the high majors competing. And that's what March Madness is not, one Power Five upsetting another Power Five. And March Madness has always been, in basketball, the underdogs having a chance to make a run, the mid majors, it doesn't exist in football. It's just not wired that way. But in basketball, that's what makes the NCAA tournament special, is that opportunity. And we've, our resume, I think we're 26 in the net coming in today. I think we'll be a top 30 net team walking out of here somewhere around 28, I bet. All our metrics line up. It'd be a shame to do that and then, put in somebody who's, 18 and 15 playing. And like I said, if we were playing in a lower level league, I get it, but we're in the ninth league in the, ninth ranked league in the country.
Right here.
Question for Robbie. You entered the game with 4 fouls. Darnell Brody, who's a little bit bigger than you, got a couple pounds on you. How do you work on that when you're in a little bit of foul trouble, playing safe but not playing, with fouls?
I think it's just really just being smart with what I do. Obviously, if I'm obviously I got to still be physical out there. Otherwise, I'd be just letting them get easy buckets. And so, just trying to be smart, not foul out there, but also play hard on defense and make it hard for him.
Yep.
Yeah, Josh, obviously we talked about, the selection committee and everything. And yesterday you said you felt that regardless of what happens today, you feel that you guys should be in the tournament. Regardless of what you feel, how confident are you that the selection committee is going to, make that decision?
I mean, you would hope, based on everything that I know about it, which is, I believe, was it 33 is the lowest net that's been excluded, if I'm not mistaken. Is that right? Since it's been, I think 33 is the lowest net that's ever been excluded. We're going to be probably 28 in the net, 5 places ahead of that. Anything can happen in life. There's no, we had a chance to guarantee ourselves, and we missed that chance. I certainly feel like, again, our resume stacks up. We've done everything we could do to put ourselves in position. It's not like, people go back to quad 1 games, and I get that, but we're never going to get those neutral or home. You're going to get those on the road. In our league, we're a quad 1 game for Drake. So when we beat, Drake beat us there, we were quad 1. And then when we beat Drake at home, they're a quad 2. So it just kind of works out the way it works out. Again, I think I'd have to look at it, but I believe we're number 1 in the country in wins away from home when you count neutral and road wins. We've done a lot. I have confidence the committee will get it right. But again, we had a chance to 100%, get it done, and we didn't. So we turned over their hands, but I feel confident we'll be playing probably in Dayton, but I feel like we'll be playing.
And Isaiah really got hot there in the second half. Can you just talk about what kind of changed from him from looking at the first half and then in the second half, and how did you guys, I guess, kind of take advantage of his, hot streak there?
Yeah, he was terrific. He turned the game for us offensively. His shot making in that stretch was electric, and he's capable of doing that. He's one of those guys. He's he's the ultimate ignitable guy. He obviously, his numbers are really good, but he can he's just ignitable when he gets going. He made the lefty, the runner, off the glass. He's made the tough threes, made his free throws, got himself in a good position. I thought we, were able to get stops, which let us get out in transition. It was hard for us most of the game to run because we were taking the ball to the basket, all game long. So, but I thought he was, he did a much better job of attacking the pressure. We did a little better job of, creating space and getting him in. Robbie got some rolls, which put some pressure on the defense. And, there was a variety of things that allowed him to get going, but mainly it was just, him and his shot making. And he's, like I said, he's probably as ignitable as any player in the country, where when he gets going, he can string, long stretches together. And that's, what makes him a special player.
For Ryan, just as someone who was on the court for that 18-point comeback, what did it kind of take out of you guys to get back in it, to lead that kind of a run? And I guess how much of a statement can that be maybe to the committee to, put this team in that they can be dangerous in March?
First and foremost, I want to say all glory to God. I think it just shows our fight and our toughness and just how together we are, despite, the ups and downs throughout the game. We never gave up and we kept pushing and stayed together. So I think it just shows, how together we are.
This was for Robbie and Ryan. Can you guys speak to how physically demanding the tournament is, playing 3 games in 3 days, and particularly with Ryan playing the entire game today?
Ryan, you go first there.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, it can be, take a toll on your body, but, I feel like we're built for it. I feel like, the preparation we do and, how our practices are, prepare us for, games like this. So, and I feel like, just the will to win, despite, all the pain and the bumps and bruises, you want to win. So, you do whatever it takes.
Yeah, kind of just to, hit on what Ryan said, just the mentality of just, getting this in the next one, really. I mean, obviously 3 games in 3 days, it's kind of tough, but just the want to kind of play, the next day, because a lot of teams go home. And so just having that mentality of that you're having the opportunity to play another day of basketball kind of just really gets us going. And we really do a good job, like you said, preparing our bodies for this. And so we were just kind of, built for it.
Coach, I wanted to ask you a quick question, and I'll have Coach DeVries ask him the same question about you. But what impresses you about Coach DeVries as a coach in this conference and his abilities?
Well, I think, they just, I think he does a great job with his guys. They play with great physicality, great toughness. They're incredibly sound. They never beat themselves. They don't turn the ball over. They don't take bad shots. He puts guys in, play to their strengths. They're incredibly physical defensively. So I think there's no coincidence that, they've, played for this championship 4 years in a row. That's incredibly hard to do. And there's a variety of players, people will, talk about obviously how good Tucker is, and that's deserved, but they were very good before Tucker got here. And so, he does a great job. You gotta, when you're to beat Drake, you got to beat Drake. They're not going to beat themselves. And, and his teams, they do what they do. They do an extraordinarily high level, and they have a great ability, when, in the moments of truth at the end of games to make plays. Tucker made the huge one yesterday, made a huge one today. We had a mistake late, and Wright made the 3. When they have a play to make, they, seems like, they always make it. And so, he's done a great job there, built a great program. I'm incredibly impressed with everything he's done.
This is for Robbie and Ryan. I mean, you guys have had an incredible season. You rejuvenized ISU basketball. The city of Terre Haute has completely backed this team. You haven't had many bumps in the road. You could see when that horn went off, just the devastation in you guys. Just how hard is this moment, knowing for the storybook year you've had, you're not have the ending that you wanted here?
Robbie, you start off this time, please.
It's just it hurts. Obviously, it's fresh, but everything that the guys have put into it, it's painful to kind of not get the outcome that we wanted. Obviously, we're not done yet. Hopefully, we're making the NCAA tournament, and we'll be able to prove more of us over there. But to lose this one and not bring another conference championship back home to Terre Haute definitely hurts us.
Yeah, it definitely hurts. These my brothers, and I genuinely love being around them, and I wanted to win it just for all of us, the city of Terre Haute, just for everybody. But especially my teammates, coaches, I feel like we deserve this win, and we put so much time and work in, and it definitely hurts just to come up short. So.
Anything else for the Sycamores of Indiana State? All right, gentlemen, thank you very much. Best of luck in the NCAA tournament. We'll be watching.
Thanks, guys.